Hey everyone, and welcome to Everyday English Pod. Today we are going to talk about something super interesting, something that I think is pretty relevant to a lot of our listeners.
Definitely.
We're going to be talking about learning English and
That's right.
all the different reasons why learning English is a really valuable thing.
Absolutely. And for so many of you out there, whether you're already learning or just thinking about it,
Yeah.
we really want to dive into what makes English such a globally significant language.
Exactly.
What makes it such a key player?
Yeah. Yeah. So let's start off with just the reach of English across the globe. Like just the sheer number of people that
Oh, it's incredible.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah. The number of speakers,
Yeah.
but even more so, the fact that it connects individuals from such vastly different backgrounds and cultures.
Yeah.
I mean, it really has become the go-to for communication.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the number of speakers. It's like how it acts as that common ground
Right.
for so many interactions on a global scale.
Yeah.
So, think about international business, you think about diplomacy travel, like English is usually the language.
It is. It's what makes it happen.
Yeah.
And if you connect that to, your experience,
Yeah.
being able to communicate in those settings
Yeah.
really makes things run smoothly.
Totally.
Whether you're at a conference, overseas, or you're just navigating a new city, English is often your most reliable tool.
It's true. And think about it. It really functions as that bridge language.
Yeah.
Like if you have someone from, say, Italy and someone from Argentina, what language are they most likely to use to actually communicate?
Right.
Probably English, right?
Probably English, yeah.
So for you listening, what does that mean for your life? It means smoother travels.
Absolutely.
It means easier connections with people from different places.
Yeah,
And it means feeling more like you're a part of a global community.
totally.
So let's switch gears and talk about something that's just so integral to modern life.
Which is the digital world.
Yeah. You can't escape it.
The internet, right?
It's everywhere. And
It's everywhere.
it's no surprise that English is the dominant language online.
Yeah.
Whether you're scrolling through social media or exploring online, learning the vast majority of what you encounter
Yeah.
is in English.
If you want to really engage with everything the internet has to offer, all the information, the communities, the opportunities,
Yeah.
knowing English is almost essential.
It really is. And even deeper than just, surfing websites. Think about research and science.
Yeah.
Such a huge proportion of these important scientific papers and journals
Yeah.
are published in English.
It's true.
So if you're in those fields, it's not just helpful. It's often essential to stay current, to contribute.
Yeah.
Did you know that some estimates suggest over half of all online content
Wow.
is in English? I mean, that's a powerful...
That's a lot.
Yeah, that puts it into perspective. Yeah. So let's talk about how this applies to, people who are thinking about their future. And one of the huge things is education.
Absolutely. English can unlock some incredible opportunities for education.
It really can.
For instance, gaining admission to many of these top universities
Yeah.
in the world,
Yeah.
particularly those in the U.S., the U.K., Australia,
Yeah.
often depends on
Yeah.
your English language skills.
Yeah.
It's a key requirement for international students
Yeah, really.
aiming for these institutions.
Yeah, and it's not even just about studying abroad.
Right.
Think about all the amazing online learning resources that are out there. Like platforms like Coursera, Khan Academy. Like, what language are most of those courses in?
English.
Yeah.
And what's really cool is, for you as a learner, that means that there's this wealth of knowledge
Yeah.
that just opens up to you.
Yeah.
We're talking about a massive collection of, literature, research, educational materials that might not even be available in your native language.
Yeah.
So it really broadens your understanding
Totally.
across countless subjects.
Yeah. And, for those who are younger learners picking up English early, can have some surprising benefits.
It can.
It can actually make it easier to learn other languages later on down the line. And even, boost those important cognitive skills like problem solving, critical thinking, all that stuff.
Like if we connect that back to, what you might want to do, think about participating in exchange programs.
Yeah.
Experiencing other cultures firsthand, competing in academic competition.
Yeah.
Strong English skills can really be the key that opens those doors.
Yeah. So let's shift to something a little bit different now.
Right.
Let's talk about culture.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing about English is it's really a portal.
It is.
To understanding other cultures.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about all the books, the movies, the music that's coming out of English-speaking parts of the world.
Right.
And you're getting a front row seat.
You are.
To all these different traditions, histories, lifestyles. And then when you travel, being able to actually speak in English can really deepen your experiences.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just those simple interactions can sometimes lead to some of the most fascinating insights.
It's true. And, English is also often the main language.
Yeah.
Used at so many international events, from festivals to sporting events to art exhibitions.
Totally.
And so being able to understand and communicate really enhances your involvement.
It does.
In those experiences.
Yeah.
And, of course, we can't forget social media.
Right.
Which has billions of people.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Around the world sharing their thoughts, their experiences.
Yeah.
And English is a major player in those conversations as well.
Absolutely.
So, if you want to keep up with these global trends and discussions, English is a huge asset.
Yeah, it really is. And it's, what's really interesting about that is it fosters this sense of inclusivity.
Absolutely.
It really does.
It allows you to connect and share with people.
Yeah.
From all sorts of backgrounds. It creates that sense of global connection.
Yeah. And for the entertainment fans out there, so much of the blockbuster movies, the TV shows, the music is produced in English.
So much of it.
So by understanding English, you're enjoying these things in their original form.
Absolutely.
You're catching all the nuances, the humor,
the
emotional depth.
Yeah.
Things can get lost in translation.
They can.
So,
and
it's a really amazing thing.
You think about all these streaming platforms, Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube.
Yeah.
They're packed with English language content.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic not only to, be entertained, but to improve your listening comprehension and expand that cultural awareness.
Totally.
And even in the world of gaming, English often serves as that default language for instructions, interactions with other players online, even the stories within the games.
Yeah.
And then, of course, don't forget about, the range of books, podcasts, audiobooks, radio shows.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, the variety of topics.
Endless.
Well, it's endless.
It really is.
It's an endless source of information and entertainment.
Yeah.
So, bringing this back to you, think about the new perspectives you gain.
Yeah.
The wider range of creative expression that you can access by understanding English.
Yeah. So speaking of growth, let's talk about personal growth, self-improvement.
Yeah.
And, one of the remarkable things about learning any new language, but English in particular, is it really helps you build discipline.
Absolutely.
And patience.
Which are valuable skills. In all aspects of life.
Yeah.
It can help you tackle challenges. It can help you work towards goals.
Right.
And being able to communicate fluently in English, it can really be a boost to your self-esteem.
Oh, it can.
Whether you're giving a presentation or just chatting with someone new.
Yeah.
Being able to express yourself clearly can make you feel so much more confident.
It can. And it's also about, setting goals for yourself.
Yeah.
When you decide to learn English, you're creating this series of milestones, and reaching each one, whether it's mastering a grammar point, learning new vocabulary, it gives you a real sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, and I think it really broadens your horizons.
It does.
You encounter new ideas, different ways of doing things, alternative perspectives. It's a great way to grow as an individual.
It is. It really is. And it challenges, your own assumptions.
Yeah.
Totally.
And, an important point here, for your cognitive development is that, learning a language isn't just about memorizing.
Yeah.
It actually trains your brain to be more adaptable.
Yeah.
To analyze information in new ways. To approach problems with more creativity.
Yeah. And as your English skills grow, you naturally become more confident in connecting with the world around you.
You do.
It's just like you've unlocked this whole other level of engagement with people and opportunities.
Totally. And, thinking about, your personal development as a whole, this growth in communication, it can lead to greater empathy. It can lead to stronger relationships in all aspects of your life.
So let's talk about something that's a big motivator for a lot of people, which is career advancement.
Yeah.
And, the reality is in this interconnected world we live in, a lot of multinational companies,
they just require their employees to have strong English skills for effective communication across borders.
It's essential for them.
Yeah. And being proficient in English makes you a much more competitive candidate.
Oh, it does.
In that global job market.
Yeah.
It opens doors to opportunities that might otherwise be completely out of reach.
It's true. And, it's not just about those big international corporations.
Right.
Even in your local job market, being able to handle emails, write reports.
Yeah.
Deliver presentations in English can give you a significant advantage.
It's true.
And with, the rise of freelancing remote work, English has become almost a universal language.
It really has.
For these platforms, it connects you with potential clients' projects from all over the world.
Yeah. And let's not forget about certain sectors like tourism, customer service, hospitality, where you're constantly interacting with people from all over the place.
Yeah. Strong English fluency is just absolutely essential.
It's a must.
To succeed. And even for those who have entrepreneurial aspirations, knowing English can be a game changer.
Oh, absolutely.
You can pitch ideas to a wider range of investors. You can expand your business into international markets.
Yeah.
You can access, all these business resources that are primarily in English.
Right. And, something to note, for your career is, professional networking platforms like LinkedIn, is the main language for global networking.
Yeah.
Having a strong English profile can significantly boost your visibility.
Yeah.
Connect you with professionals all over the world.
So let's talk about stronger relationships now.
Okay.
And one of the really rewarding things about English is how it can help you connect on a deeper level with friends, family, colleagues who come from different language backgrounds. Right. It just makes those interactions smoother, more meaningful. Yeah. And, it's been noted that it can be really important for students who are studying abroad because it becomes that common language that allows them to build bonds with classmates from all over.
And it's not just those significant life-changing relationships.
Yeah.
Even participating in local hobby groups, community projects, it can just be made easier, more fulfilling when you can communicate with a wider range of people.
Totally.
And ultimately, being able to express your feelings, share your thoughts, navigate disagreements constructively is, it's crucial in any relationship.
Yeah.
And strong English skills can definitely play a role in that.
Yeah.
So bringing this back to human connection, learning English really fosters understanding.
Yeah.
It strengthens those vital relationships that we have.
Absolutely. So let's talk about travel. Okay.
Enhance travel experiences, because knowing English can really transform those travel challenges into opportunities for connection, for discovery.
Yeah. Like suddenly a new place becomes less intimidating.
Yeah.
More of an adventure.
Exactly. And just being able to read signs.
Right.
Ask for directions. Understand basic information.
Yeah.
Makes the whole experience so much smoother, more enjoyable.
It does. And it allows you to be more independent and confident.
Yeah.
And it really enriches the cultural aspect of your travels too. When you can have these conversations with locals, even just simple ones, you get a much deeper appreciation for their traditions, their stories, their way of life.
Yeah. And it's been highlighted that it's super valuable.
It is.
For just managing the practical side of travel, like booking accommodations, arranging transportation.
Right.
And, clear communication can save you.
Yeah. Time, money, potential stress.
It can.
And for the adventurous solo travelers out there, English can be really empowering.
Absolutely.
It gives you that confidence to make new acquaintances, ask for assistance when needed, and truly embrace the journey.
Right. And, even for food enthusiasts.
Yeah.
English can enhance your culinary adventures too.
Yeah.
You can understand menus, you can ask about ingredients, preparation methods, get recommendations from locals. All of that leads to, more authentic and satisfying food experiences.
Yeah, and it makes the world feel more accessible.
It does.
It really does. And it opens doors to these incredible destinations. And it fosters that deeper appreciation for different cultures.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about access to information and news.
Okay.
English is undeniably the primary language.
It is.
For all those major global news outlets. And it allows you to really stay up to date on world events, understand a variety of international perspectives directly from the source. And, it's also the dominant language for cutting-edge scientific research, technological advancements. So much of that latest knowledge is documented and shared in English. So it's really important for staying informed in these rapidly evolving fields.
Right. And, as we touched on earlier, the internet itself largely operates in English. So from informative blogs and instructional videos to these online forums that are discussing specialized topics. A vast amount of content is available if you understand English.
It's true. And even something like Wikipedia, which is an incredible online encyclopedia, typically has its most detailed, up-to-date information in English.
It does.
And, this leads into, social movements, international campaigns that are often using English as a common language to spread their message.
To gain support.
Yeah, so being fluent in English allows you to engage with these really important discussions and contribute to the causes you care about. So ultimately, it empowers you to be a more informed global citizen.
It does.
Allows you to stay up to date on these important issues, participate in this worldwide conversation.
Yeah, and connecting that back to you as an individual.
Yeah.
It's about having the tool to understand the world around you more fully, to engage with it more effectively.
Yeah. So let's talk about something that's kind of at the foundation of all this, which is building confidence.
Yeah.
And learning English really can give you that confidence.
It can.
To step into new situations without hesitation, whether it's a professional setting or a social gathering where English is the common language.
Right.
And that confidence really grows.
It does.
As your grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary improves, with each step forward in your language journey, you're going to feel more self-assured.
You are.
When you're expressing your opinions, sharing your experiences.
Yeah. And even the process of learning a new language. It builds resilience. It builds adaptability. Every mistake that you learn from, every new word you master, it strengthens that ability to overcome challenges. Not just in language learning, but in other areas of your life. And, actually engaging in conversations with native English speakers or participating in language exchange groups is such a fantastic way to build that confidence in real world situations.
It really is.
Practice makes a difference. In how comfortable you feel using the language. And, thinking about your personal growth, that increased confidence, it opens doors to new experiences that you might have hesitated to pursue before. Such as public speaking or traveling independently to English-speaking countries.
Totally.
And that sense of accomplishment you feel, as your English improves, it really reinforces your self-belief. Impacting not just communication, but how you see yourself. And the possibilities that are available to you.
So let's zoom in on the academic world now.
Okay.
And, English really is this gateway.
It is.
To an enormous amount of knowledge. That's in research papers, academic textbooks. All sorts of online educational resources.
Right.
For students, being proficient in English is often essential for participating in international academic programs.
It is.
Many prestigious universities around the world, they conduct their courses in English. So it's really a key to accessing those valuable educational opportunities.
It is. And, it's not just about studying abroad either.
Right.
Strong English skills help you engage more effectively in classroom discussions, collaborate on projects with your peers, regardless of their native language.
Yeah. And for researchers and academics, English is absolutely crucial for publishing their work.
It is.
Sharing their findings with the global academic community. It's the primary language for disseminating new knowledge, contributing to their fields.
Right. And, as we mentioned before, these online learning platforms, which are becoming increasingly vital for education and professional development, they're overwhelmingly dominated by English language content.
So connecting this back to you, English really is this tool for academic empowerment, and it prepares you to succeed in this increasingly interconnected and global academic landscape.
Absolutely.
So finally, let's talk about global media.
Okay.
And the unlimited access that English provides.
Oh, yeah.
And it's truly remarkable how much English is that main language of production.
Yeah.
For movies, TV shows, podcasts, news outlets that are reaching audiences worldwide. And by engaging with this content in its original English form, you're not only improving your language skills in an enjoyable way,
absolutely,
but you're gaining these deeper cultural insights into the societies that are producing this media, and access to books, articles, blogs written by authors from all corners of the globe becomes so much easier when you understand English.
Right.
And even, for those who enjoy gaming, English is often essential for understanding the instructions, interacting with other players online, fully appreciating the narratives and storylines within the games.
Right. And for music lovers, understanding the lyrics of English songs adds a whole new layer of appreciation and connection to the art form. And, social media platforms also largely, populated by English-speaking content creators. So knowing the language allows you to participate in online trends. Engage with a wider range of communities. Stay connected with what's happening globally.
It really does. It really bridges that gap.
It does.
Between you and that vast global entertainment and information landscape. And it enriches your life with a seemingly endless array of media experiences. So, as we wrap up today, it's pretty clear that learning English offers just this massive range of advantages. It impacts everything from how we communicate, connect with others, to understanding different cultures, to educational career opportunities and personal growth.
Absolutely.
So our goal in exploring these different facets of English was really to give you a clear understanding of why it holds such a prominent influential position in our interconnected world.
Right.
So whether you're just starting out on your English learning journey or you're looking for that renewed sense of motivation, we hope this has given you some valuable insights and food for thought.
Absolutely.
It really underscores the ongoing and expanding importance of English in this global context.
It's a language that's constantly evolving and offering these new avenues for connection and opportunity.
Absolutely.
So
thanks so much for joining us today for this exploration here on Everyday English Pod.
We'll see you next time.
See?